If you've ever found yourself wondering while you're chowing down on your Chinese takeout order, which of these dishes is the most popular in China, you won't have to think too hard about it. See, authentic Chinese food is much different than the Western versions that have been tweaked to broaden their appeal, and they frankly just don't eat any of these meals we're going to show you today in China. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Number 1. General Tao Chicken. A huge percentage of Chinese restaurants in the US offer a dish entitled General Tao Chicken. This sweet and spicy fried chicken dish is perhaps the most quintessential of American Chinese dishes. Although there is no recorded connection to him, it's named after General Tao Tsung Tang, a Qing dynasty general and statesman. Order it in a restaurant and you're signing up for a battered fried dish containing up to 1,300 calories, 11 grams of saturated fat, and 3,200 milligrams of sodium. If you think that sounds bad, you're right. It exceeds a person's entire daily recommended sodium intake, half of the recommended caloric intake, and 1/3 to 1/2 of the recommended saturated fat limit. And while it can trace some roots to Yunnan cooking, the version Americans recognize was invented in 1970s New York. Authentic Chinese? Forget about it. Number 2. Chop suey. Before General Tao chicken became a staple, chop suey was the Chinese dish that most Americans could name. According to the History Channel, the dish origins can be traced to the California Gold Rush, when it was invented by enterprising Chinese restaurateurs to satisfy a bunch of drunken miners. The chefs scraped together leftovers, doused them in soy sauce, and presented them as chop suey, which means mixed pieces or odds and ends in Chinese. Today, unless you skip the sauce, you're signing up for a ton of sodium. Chinese restaurants are infamous for adding too much salt to their food, says Lori Zadini, RD CDE of Academy of Nutrition. Number 3. Crab wontons. Crab wontons are deep-fried dumplings filled with crab meat and cream cheese, which does not come from the East Philadelphia. Well, which indeed comes from the East Philadelphia, to be exact. It's not really a thing in China, as there are many people living there who are lactose intolerant. Another clue that these things aren't exactly authentic: the dish is also crab rangoon. Rangoon is the former capital of Burma, now Myanmar, which is very much not in China. Although crab is a good source of protein and zinc, that's neutralized by the fat in the cream cheese and the process of deep frying the whole package. If you order the crab wontons appetizer at P.F. Chang's, you're signing up for 37 grams of fat, 8 of them saturated, and 630 milligrams of sodium. That's as much fat as 1/3 of a Big Mac and as much sodium as 2 orders of large fries. Number 4. Beef and broccoli. If the beef is lean and derived from grass-fed cows, beef and broccoli provide significant nutrition. Beef contains protein, B vitamins, and an assortment of minerals, while broccoli is both packed with vitamins and anti-cancer compounds. One study found that men who ate 3 or more than half a serving cup of broccoli per week had a 41% decreased risk of prostate cancer compared to men who ate fewer than 1 serving per week. A study of Chinese dinner tables revealed that their version of broccoli is a leafy green, not the florets introduced to the US by Italian immigrants in the late 1800s. That's a technicality, but it does make the version served in Chinese restaurants healthy. They can top 900 calories, almost 50% of your recommended daily calorie allowance. And unless the beef is grass-fed, as it likely isn't, you're ingesting hormones and pollutants that can lead to belly fat storage. Instead, stay home and make recipes from a guide to healthy Chinese food. There are hundreds of possible combinations. Number 5. Fortune cookies. Your imagination is a great asset. So goes a popular fortune cookie saying. Imagination was definitely useful to enterprising Japanese immigrants, not Chinese, who popularized the barely edible sugar, flour, vanilla, sesame oil cookies on the US West Coast in the 1900s. The Chinese are more likely to eat slices of orange for dessert, which are considered good luck. Perhaps that's because of the vitamin C they contain. Vitamin C helps protect cells and keeps them healthy, says Maureen Murphy, a nutritionist scientist at the British Nutrition Foundation. The USDA says the typical fortune cookie contains almost 7 grams of carbs and 4 grams of sugar. That's half of what's considered 1 serving of carbs in 1 cookie. On your next Chinese dinner out, ask if you can chase your meal with citrus instead. And that's all for today. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know which one of these recipes did you like the most.